Hi, my name is Max, and I'm the other Max, and we're going to be tooting and booting the fashion scene on this episode of Season 7. Hi guys, it's me Max Rainbow, and I am back for another video. So, I wanted to do RuPaul's Drag Race reviews this season, however, I realized I gotta remember stuff that happened in the episode, and that's just a lot of effort and work. So, I decided I would do something a little bit more fun and do the toot and boot thingy that Raven and Raja and others do. So this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race had a lot of fashions, including the entrance look, the mini challenge, and the main runway. So we better just get right into it. So the first person to enter the workroom was Miss Fame, and she was wearing very purple Godzilla. It was very pretty actually and very polished. So overall, I toot you, Miss Fame. Next into the workroom was Miss Ginger Minj. I like this dress. It was very, very cross-dresser for Christ on a Sunday brunch. However, is this really drag, girl? It's a little dress with oranges on it. It's cute, but it could be better. However, the look is definitely polished and put together, so I cannot boot this look. I toot ya, ginger girl. The second person to enter the workroom was Jaden Dior Fierce, because she is, what? Fierce. There's a lot of colors. I don't think that it's horrible, but at the same time, nothing about this look makes me go, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see more from her, so I'm gonna have to boot you. Next up is Miss Violet Chachki. This look was one of my favorite entrance looks. Everything about it screams Violet, including the color. I'm getting a little bit of a Dita Von Teese in it, and I'm really in love. This look is so polished, one of the most polished looks that entered the workroom this week, so I have to toot this. Next up to enter the workroom was Max, which, if you didn't know, I'm Team Max. If you didn't know, I'm Team Max. So, I'm Team Max, if you haven't noticed. I love Max's look. Whenever he entered with that newspaper and it said, Max has arrived, it had a picture, I thought it was so creative, and then he took it away, and it was sickening. It had, oh my gosh, whatever you would call those, the embellishments on the actual, like, dress or top, are so pretty. And I know that Ginger said that she's serving Queen of England, but I wouldn't take that as a bad thing. I toot you, Max. The sixth person to enter the workroom was Miss Katya. Katya entered in a full red bodysuit, whatever, Soviet Union inspired, from Russia. This look was great. You could definitely tell where she was coming from. You can tell her style. You can tell her character. So I have to toot you, Katya. So the next person to enter the workroom was Miss Jasmine Masters. Now, Jasmine, I love you. I love you. I love your personality. But if we're judging on fashion, this is not good. This does not suit your body type because, well, look. Okay, so I wore a crop top today. And, well, it's actually like leggings that I turned into a crop top, which is kind of fierce. But I wore a crop top today. And even me, I can't really pull it off because I don't really have a waist. But here, you can see, like, I still work it, and it still kind of works with me and my proportions. But with you're just square straight down. There's nothing. You don't. It looks like your breasts are like in like that, and so it doesn't give anything on the side. You gotta push that to the side to give you a little something, something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit down right now because I'm sure y'all hate staring at that. But yeah, and then the blue shoes with that dress is just all a no-no. I like the shoes, but not with any of that outfit. So, girl, I'm sorry, but that's a solid boot. So next into the workroom was Mrs. Kasha Davis. I love this look. It's giving me very much stay-at-home mom meets Desperate Housewives meets 50s housewife. I love it. And you can definitely tell that it's your character and it goes with who you are. So I have to toot you, Mrs. Kasha Davis. The ninth person who didn't enter Maury was Miss Trixie Mattel. I love this look. I loved everything, but I don't know about, I mean, I like the hat, but it just feels like there's a lot going on up in this area. You have very busy makeup, and then you wear a hat, you wear this big, busy, curly hair, and your neckline goes up to here, and it just feels very busy and cluttered up in this area. So I would remove one element, maybe dip the neckline a little bit to open it all up. Maybe get that hair out of your face because it's coming down. Like your little pompadour piece is like flopping, and I would just move it out of the face and show off your makeup as well. But it's not bad, so I have to toot you. Next into the room was Kandy Ho. Now, you could definitely tell this was a Puerto Rican queen when she entered the room. She's serving Latin fever, and for that, I give you a toot, Ms. Kandy Ho. The 11th person to enter the workroom was Pearl. Now, Pearl, I do not still, for the life of me, understand that little black piece there. I'm assuming because you called yourself like a robotic type of thingy, so I'm assuming that's like robotic type stuff. But, I mean, I feel like it cut a lot off. I feel like if you would have maybe that neck piece goes all the way up, and then you have that black piece, and it cuts this whole area off. It cuts your neck away, and then you're like this. So I would open that area up so that you elongate your neck. And yeah, other than that, though, it's on point, and I love your style, so I have to toot you. The 12th person to enter the room, who? Girl, I forgot, honestly, she's so forgetful. But Kennedy Davenport, and she's a typical pageant queen. Not really my style, but I have to give it to her. The reason I don't really like pageant queens is they're too polished. And so it's like, you're so polished, I love everything you do, but it's like, so polished, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like that. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but I love the look, it's totally working. I would have cinched that waist in a tiny bit more, because it feels like the upper half, your breasts aren't proportionate with your hips and your waist. So I would have either stuffed your bra a little bit more, or just cinched it in a little bit tighter. But other than that, you know, I love the hair, I loved everything, so I gotta toot you. The next person to enter the workroom was Miss Sasha Belle. I love this look. It's definitely themed, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you know what? I am open to all styles of drag, and I love this. I just love it. I love orange and white. I love that color combination on her, at least. It just works for me, so I have to toot you. I love this look. The last person to enter the workroom was Tempest du jour, featuring Amber Alert. This look is great. This is classic Tempest, and like, oh my gosh, it totally shows your kitschy style, and I love that style, so I have to toot you. Our top toot of the week is Violet Chachki, serving violet realness, serving skinny anorexic bitch. I'm allowed to make that joke because I get called anorexic too. Serving Bobby Pin sells that lace front on his website. Serving glamour 50s Dita Von Teese realness. Serving where's that corset. Trend alert. Headpieces. Headwear. Hats if you're nasty.